Right now, I want to welcome to the program Julie Gunlock. Julie, how are you?
I'm doing well. I miss you guys.
I know. Are you still? Are you jet setter? You've been everywhere. You've been in New York. You've been down in New Orleans.
That's right. And I'm still alive. I'm doing okay.
That's good. That's very good. And you went from. I love how you went from New York, the home of the nanny state, to New Orleans, where you can still pretty much do anything.
You can't. I saw people. It was weird to be in New Orleans because after being in New York, then I go down to New Orleans, and people were walking in the streets with booze, and I felt like I should warn them that that's probably not appropriate. But apparently in New Orleans, you can do that.
And then go into the restaurants and say, "Hey, fried food's bad for you. You shouldn't have the fried oyster po' boy. You shouldn't. Don't do that. No, don't you know
Okay.
what's in that etouffee?
Okay. Wait. Do you know the sandwich I saw in New Orleans?
Muffaletta?
It is a. It was well, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I saw po' boy filled with French fries and gravy. It was literally a piece of bread filled with French fries and gravy. I mean, can you imagine Mayor Bloomberg knowing that that sandwich exists?
Right.
He'd break out into hives.
He would say something about this is irresponsible use of carbohydrates.
I was very
And
proud of myself. I did not order that.
you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, that
And
sounds
I'm
delicious.
regretting it. I'm regretting it, frankly.
It would be even better if you just put some mashed potatoes in with the fries, right?
And some mac and cheese.
Yeah, I so while I was on vacation last week, we stopped at this little restaurant called the Drugstore Grill in Brookneal, Virginia, and I had their special burger, which was the mac and cheese burger, and
Good God.
it was a cheeseburger with mac and cheese on top and
You
bacon.
you shaved several years off your life, my friend.
Oh, it was good. I went for a long walk afterwards.
Good. it's like Thanksgiving.
Exactly, right? Look, anytime you have an opportunity to eat delicious food, take advantage of it. I say.
Absolutely.
Did you get to eat anything good in New Orleans?
Oh yeah, are you kidding? I had some po' boys. I had a quarter of a muffaletta and couldn't even eat the quarter that I ordered. I walked about a mile. It was about 2 miles round trip, but I walked from my hotel to Cafe Du Monde and had beignets and chicory coffee. So I think I sort of did the standard, sort of what's required in New Orleans.
Did you have any diet soda?
Indeed, of course. Are you kidding?
Because I'm worried about you, Julie. There's a new study out now. Butter is okay, right?
Right, right. Butter.
Butter's gone onto the good list, but
Right.
but diet soda's gone onto the bad list.
That's right. I hope everyone out there is keeping track here. That's right. You can have butter, but you're gonna kill yourself if you have a Diet Coke. That's right.
Uh
Yeah.
huh. Okay. Does
Yeah.
it up? According to the latest research, does it upset the bilious humors? Is that what the problem is, or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. This is the dumbest. I mean, I actually like for a living. I read these studies and sort of try to get a sense of whether they're good studies or bad studies.
Right.
I have never seen a worse study. This is the most ridiculous study. It is a study purely done to generate ridiculous headlines and get more funding. Naturally, the study says, "Oh, more research is required." This study suggests that there is a connection between an association. They actually say it in the study. They say it's an association between women who drink diet soda and cardiovascular disease. But when you look at the subjects that they studied, these women were obese and smoked. So I now the other thing is actually if you look at other studies on soda drinkers, most diet soda drinkers are obese because people who are overweight save their calories and they're sort of, I mean, people who are overweight aren't complete morons. They get it.
We save it
They
for
save it.
cheeseburgers with
They
mac and
save it.
cheese on top. What
They
are you
save it
talking
with,
about?
yeah, they save it for French fry po' boys. Okay, so they're gonna have their French fry po' boys, but they're not dumb. They order a Diet Coke. I mean, there's a joke about it. You go to the McDonald's, you order like your Big Mac, and you supersize it. So you have your supersized Diet Coke on the
Right.
side. So I mean, these studies are literally created to generate fear and alarmism and people who are suddenly nervous. And what's so sad about this, I mean, we can joke about this, but the really sad thing is is that diet sodas are also a diet aid for people. I mean, I know when I'm on a diet, I sort of love having a Diet Coke. It fulfills that sweet tooth. It's a little treat that I have because I don't drink sodas a lot. So it's a diet aid, and research has been done that diet sodas actually help people lose weight. It gives them that treat, that's a calorie-free treat. So it's really too bad that these kinds of things have come out, because there is a whole number of people who are now going to say, gosh, I can't have a Diet Coke, and they're going to switch to full sugar soda.
Yeah. The Dr. Ankur Vyas of the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, lead investigator of the study, says, again, notes that women who consumed 2 or more diet drinks a day were younger, more prone to be smokers, had a higher prevalence of diabetes, high blood pressure, and of being overweight. So he says, we've only found an association. We can't say that diet drinks cause these problems.
Yeah, there needs to be a study on stupid studies. Honestly,
more studies are needed, he says. So maybe that could be one of the follow-up studies.
No, this is what they do. Like this particular researcher is making a call out, basically for funding. And I mean, you've got Bloomberg out there, spreading the wealth. I mean, he's going to read this and go, hey, he's totally anti-soda. This is the kind of thing that he would definitely fund additional research from these nutballs who put out this research that's just ridiculous. It doesn't pass any kind of scientific muster, and yet this generated hundreds of headlines over the weekend, scaring people, and again, telling people, oh, don't drink diet soda. You should switch to full sugar soda. That's the way to get people to gain weight.
This study, it seems, could have been written
by my 5-year-old.
Women. Well, I mean, I'm just saying you could have put it the other way, right? Women, or postmenopausal women who are overweight and have diabetes are more likely to drink diet soda.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, or you could say, people suffering from heart disease have a craving for diet soda. I mean, it's utterly absurd to take these conclusions. But again, we live in a very sort of anti-soda, obesity-obsessed culture right now. And scientists, there are some great scientists out there, but there are researchers who totally get it. They are totally crafty, and they know that these kinds of headlines are going to, if they had concluded what you just said, or what I just said, it's not going to generate any headlines. These guys are being applauded because they got their university and they got their study is now being highlighted by, hundreds of news outlets. That's the goal.
All right. Well, listen, Julie, we are unfortunately almost out of time, but thank you for coming on the program this afternoon. I'm sorry we couldn't see you in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but thanks for having me.